Hello my friends, and welcome back to my 7 things you may not know about the 7 Gelfling clans. And today, we're going to be covering the Stonewood. Number 1. Wayfinders. Wayfinders were a specific group found mainly among the ranks of the Stonewood people. The Wayfinders' role was to guide and aid travelers on their journeys, whether it be to trade or make their way to the Crystal Castle itself. They would sometimes leave for days at a time to assist with navigating fellow Gelfling through the surrounding lands, and their adventures and experiences inspired countless songs for trying to come. Number 2. The 6th Name Day. Every Gelfling in Thra practiced this specific event, as it was celebrated throughout all the clans, and is much like our own birthdays here on Earth. But in the Stonewood Clan, on the 6th anniversary of a Stonewood's name day, younglings set out to climb Balentor, which is a giant stone tower at the edge of a lake. Without any guidance from the adults, they climbed to the highest sections and carved their sigils into the face of the rock, leaving their mark of accomplishment among all the other proud warriors of the past. Number 3. The finest weapons. Although most know well of the Stonewood's superior skills at crafting weapons, it is important to note just how skilled and revered these magnificent tools really are. Just as the Sprighten could bind their creations with spells and magic, the Stonewood could actually train trees to grow in specific patterns and shapes, which would take up many trine of a worker's life. In fact, they could even train stones to grow, taking up entire generations of a builder's family. As such, their swords and spears were truly renowned and treasured, providing perfect balance and durability. Number 4. Stonewood Attitude. Though the Stonewood were humble and proud people, with many travelers and traders at their doorstep, this constant influx of other Gelfling caused them to develop a preservative attitude toward others. Even though they were always welcoming, they ended up creating places in their villages which were reserved for those passing through, including separate wells, wayhouses, and pubs. And should outsiders wander into these other areas, they were always met with less than warm receptions. Some may find this to be a form of segregation, but the Stonewood viewed this as preservation and abided strictly by this code. Number 5. Stonewood Instruments. Being so ingrained in the warrior lifestyle, one may not even imagine that the Stonewood are actually gifted musicians and instrument makers, but this has been a massive part of their culture since its inception. Their fine craftsmanship with weapons translated very well into the making of various instruments, so much so that even the Madras' personal musicians in Harar called upon them. They constructed these from very rare materials found all over Thra, from fragments of driftwood on the Sifa coast, metals melted in crystal sands, as well as shards of bone and hollow feathers. It was said that even one single note from these instruments could mimic the voice of the crystal. Number 6. Recreational Poisons and the Screaming Tree. Through generations, the Stonewood Clan has learned to evolve and adapt to the vast ecosystem around them. One of these plants, however, has a very specific use. It is known as the Arara tree, or the Screaming Tree, and as its name suggests, it emits a very powerful, mysterious scream whenever its hanging fruits are threatened by a hungry creature. But the tree also secretes a poisonous goo, acting as a protective coating for the fruits. And while this is fatal to smaller animals, Stonewood apothecaries have actually discovered a way to extract this substance and even trade it as a very powerful recreational drug. Number 7. Balentor. Although we've talked about this great stone tower, which gives this clan its very name, the details surrounding it reveal much about their history. Many rock readers have come to believe that all of the stones that make up the tower may have come from different locations all throughout Thra, yet no one knows how they arrived or why they are positioned into a tower. There are stones from the Claw Mountains, the Crystal Desert, and even possibly from deep within the Groton Mountains. Some tales tell of giants who moved the stones into place at the center of the world, while others tell of the earth opening and spilling the stones out. But perhaps the most well-known and accepted story is that of a young Gelfling named Madras, the rock singer, who was one of the clan's first recorded Madras. An old song tells of her singing out to the world with such sorrow and pain that the mother of the mountains heard her cries and sent her children down to her. They assembled into this rock tower, and they have remained with the Stonewood people for all eternity. Well, my friends, that's going to do it for my 7 things you didn't know about the Stonewood Clan. Now it's time for all of you to leave all your thoughts and opinions down below in the Great White Void. Tell me what your favorite part of this tale is. And as always, until next we meet, take care, and I'll see you guys back here for the next video very soon.